Good morning students. We have seen in last class combustion and flame. What is combustion? Substance react with oxygen to give off heat is called combustion. Next, types of combustion. Rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion and explosion. Third one, condition necessary for combustion. Fourth one, what is a combustible substance? Substance can burn easily are called combustible substance. Why does combustion need oxygen? A combustible substance will not burn in the absence of oxygen. Combustion can be complete or incomplete. If the supply of oxygen is inadequate, then the combustion will be incomplete. If the supply of oxygen is adequate, substance burn completely. This is called complete combustion. What is ignition temperature? The lowest temperature at which a substance begins to burn is its ignition temperature. Let us see next topic, fuel. What are fuels? Fuels are used in our everyday life. Recall that the source of heat energy for domestic, industrial purpose are mainly wood, charcoal, petrol, kerosene, etc. These substances are called fuels. Which fuel is the best? Fuel is capable of releasing energy when burned. Coal, diesel, petrol, cooking gas and wood are the common fuels. Types of fuels. There are three different types of fuels. Solid fuels, liquid fuels and gaseous fuels. Solid fuels example wood, coal, charcoal, etc. Liquid fuels kerosene, petrol, diesel, etc. and gaseous fuels CNG, LPG, biogas, hydrogen, etc. Each fuel have different chemical characteristics. All the fuels will depend on its uses, cost, easily availability and efficiency. For example, a candle is a ideal fuel to illuminate a small room when electricity is not available. Characteristics of good fuel. First one, a fuel must have high calorific value. Such a fuel give out more heat. Second one, a fuel should have a moderate rate of combustion. It should not burn too quickly. Third one, a fuel should be easily stored and transported. A fuel with very low ignition point is difficult to store and transport as it catches fire easily. Fourth one, the ignition temperature of a fuel should not be high as reaching the ignition temperature will not be practical. Fifth one, a fuel should have a low content of non-combustible material. Such a material produce harmful gases and pollute air when the fuel burns. Sixth one, the fuel should be easily available and cheap. How does a candle burn? A candle is a column of wax. In the middle of the wax column, a cotton wick is fixed. When the wick is lightened, it begins to burn. As the wick burns, it produces heat. The heat melts the wax around the wick. The air around the flame becomes warm and rises upwards, and in its place, cool air rushes in from all sides. The cool air keeps the edge of the candle cool. Hence, the wax at the edges does not melt, and a cup-like structure is formed just below the lightened wick. The cup gets filled with warm liquid wax. The cool air around the cup does not allow this melted wax to reach its ignition point, and it does not burn. The wick does not burn all the wax down because the cooler melted wax extinguishes the flame. How does the wax begin to burn? The wax reaches the flame. The warm liquid wax gets stuck upwards in the wick and reaches the flame. This is due to the capillary action of wick. On reaching closer to the flame, the liquid wax gains more heat and changes into wax vapor. The hot air rises upwards. The wax vapor into the flame and the wax vapor burns. Thus, a burning candle gets a continuous supply of wax vapor and combustion of wax continuous. The candle flame. A candle flame has mainly three zones with different colors. The color of each zone depends on its temperature. First one inner dark zone, second one yellow zone, third one blue zone. The inner dark zone, the temperature in this zone is not sufficient to ignite the wax. So, the wax vapor in this region does not burn. The region contains unburned carbon particles and therefore appears black. This region of the candle has the lowest temperature. Second one, the yellow zone. The temperature is higher and the wax vapor begins to burn. The flame appears yellowish because the vapor is partially burned. The oxygen is available in this region, so not sufficient for the wax vapor to burn completely. So the yellow flame is formed. The yellow flame gives off black shoot. This is the luminous region of the candle. The temperature of the flame is lower than the blue flame. The last one, blue zone. The blue zone. The wax vapor in this region receives enough oxygen from the air, so burns completely. The flame appears blue because of complete combustion. The temperature in this region is very high. A blue flame is non-luminous. Luminous means not light giving, clean and does not leave any shoot. Combustion of candle produce carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. In the chemical reaction, wax vapor react with oxygen in the presence of heat to form carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. Basis of extinguishing fire. If they are heated to a certain temperature, if a continuous supply of oxygen is available, fire can be extinguished if the temperature is lowered and the supply of oxygen is blocked. In homes, shops, office, hotels, fires are caused by solid materials such as paper, wood and cloth. Fires can be controlled by quickly spraying water. This brings down the temperature and extinguishes the fire. A carbon dioxide fire extinguisher along with water is a good combustion to control fire. Types of fuel. First one, biofuel. This fuel obtained from biomass is called biofuel. Biomass refers to living and recently dead biological matter. It can be used as fuels. It could be oils from plants, cow dung cakes used as fuels in rural areas, wood from trees, biogas obtained from candle ducts or biodiesel obtained from shattered plants. Biofuels are renewable source of energy. Second one, biogas. Biogas is a mixture of methane and carbon dioxide gas. It is a combustible substance. It can be burned directly like LPG and used to cook food. The heat produced by burning biogas. It can be used to operate machines and produce electricity. Biogas is produced from organic waste such as cattle dung. Bacteria decompose the waste in the absence of oxygen and produce biogas. It is a valuable technology for treating agriculture waste and converting it into cheap fuel and manure. Several chambers are used to produce biogas. This is assembly known as biogas plant. Biodiesel. Biodiesel is a liquid fuel. It can be made from algae, vegetable oils and animal fats. It is biodegradable and it is less polluting fuels. The Jethrofa plant is a perfect biodiesel plant. The seeds of this plant contain about 30% non-editable oil. It can be easily converted into biodiesel. Many state governments are encouraging small farmers to grow these plants. These plants are a cash crop. Combustion and air pollution. Combustion of most substances produce some additional chemicals. Combustion can be produced gases such as carbon monoxide, nitric oxide, nitrogen dioxide and sulfur dioxide. Incomplete combustion produces more harmful substances. Polluted air harms all living things. It causes several health problems. It also affects the human respiratory system. It also affects the growth of plants and harms all kinds of animals. Air pollution. First one, acid rain. When coal burns, it produces sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide gas. Combustion of coal by thermal power station adds huge amount of this gas into the atmosphere. This gas reacts with raindrops and produce acid, causing acid rain. Acid rain produces water sources such as ponds and lakes in the region. It harms both plants and animals. Acid rain also pollutes soils and kills even trees in the region. Next one, global warming. Burning of fossil fuel produces carbon dioxide. It has increased the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. An increase in carbon dioxide in the atmosphere could increasing the average temperature of the earth causing global warming. Global warming could bring about significant changes in the climate leading to several environmental problems and harm all forms of life on the earth.